For today's video, I'm going to explain the basics of MonoBehaviour in Unity. So far, my tutorials are doing good, and it's good to see that at least I'm gaining a few subscribers. But then, for those of you viewing this content and you're enjoying or you've enjoyed some of my tutorials, don't forget to subscribe. Before we begin this tutorial today, use the link in the description, or you can just click on the screen right now. You can click around here. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. So for today's video, we will just be based on scripting. So let me create a C# script. I'm just going to call this random. Let me call it basic script. Now, when I open this at Visual Studio, we will see something about it. So I'll double click this, and then I'll see you guys in Visual Studio. Yeah, so we're in Visual Studio now. Now, when you open uh, Unity script, by default, Unity, when you name the script and then it's named that name.cs, which is for C#, that's creating a C# script. By default, you see this MonoBehaviour, and then today I'm just going to explain most of the functions which are just there which can be derived from MonoBehaviour. You can see that if I were to remove this and make it just a normal class, okay, it's not going to throw in any errors. It's going to be just fine. Your start and your update. But then now, rather than this to start, is called first frame update. So rather if it be called in the first frame update, it will look at this as a function now. So I can call it from another script that I can make reference to this class, but we're not going to be doing that for this video. Maybe in my next video I'll do that. So right now, if I type in here start, if I type in debug.log, and herein inside it I give it let's say start. That's for it to print out start, and that I close it with a semicolon. You see, it doesn't throw in any errors, no issues found, so it's perfectly okay. When I save this now and I go to Unity, okay, so so if I create an empty game object, a cube, and then I try to drag this into my cube, you can see it's not going to work. I can't add script behavior basic. This script need to derive from MonoBehaviour. So that is the importance of this MonoBehaviour. If you add MonoBehaviour to it, and I'm having some errors which I don't know why. Let's clear this. So if you have if it's not deriving from MonoBehaviour, you can't add it as a component to the script, and therefore you cannot edit anything. It will read the script as a class, but then you can't use it for anything else entirely. So let's close this, or let's delete this, and then now when I hit the full column, use MonoBehaviour. So now when I use MonoBehaviour and I try to give in print, or I try to print something in my console now, debug.log, same thing, we type in start and close this with a semicolon, and when I save this, when I open it up now in Unity. Let's wait for it to load in a bit. So let's click on the cube. Now when I drag this basic into the cube, you can see it gets added as a component. This is it. And now when I change this to the console view and I play this, and there you can see it prints out start. So that is like the importance of mono behavior. It doesn't view it as a normal function which you would type in to make a reference from a different script entirely, but then you can use this call this first frame update, and for this update, you know what it does, it checks each frame per second and then it passes. You can keep passing, or you can code something or give it a variable to read each frame per second when you are coding for much more of the game. So I can debug.log, and here let's say I want to type in updating. Then close this with a semicolon and save. So back in Unity now. Let me clear this. So let me clear this, and then now when I hit play, you can see it keeps printing the updating frame after it prints out start. So these are the two functions which you get greeted with when you open the C# script in Unity, and I'm going to add in two more which the mono behavior reads by default. First one would be the awake function. So for those who are not familiar, this is read before this start function. So the awake is read, or the frame is being read before the game comes to life, and then start, it is read, then the game after the game has come to life. That's when you play the game. Update after start, and then there is also fixed update. But then let's try this away from now. So let me copy this line of code. Copy this. Okay, so when I paste this and I type in awake, let me say I am awake. And I save this now, test it out in Unity. And immediately I'm going to pause this. You can see this is read first. I am awake, and then start, and then updating, which is good, right? Which is good. So everything is going as planned. And then there is a function called fixed update. For those who haven't heard about this, it is used to calculate physics in Unity. So if you are going to be coding and if you are going to code and be in need of calculations, then you should be using the fixed update, which if you are a developer by default, I think all games are going to be having all games have calculations at one point or another. So for the fixed update, let's debug.log. Let me copy this, let me paste it here. So let's add something now. Let's add a variable called float. Let's add a float. This would be let's call this y. which will be equals to 2f, then float x, which would be equals to 3f, and then for the fixed update I'm going to do x plus equals y, and then debug.log, it's going to print my value. Let me delete this, and float, let me give a value to this, or let me put it in a container. So let's call this answer. So in my debug.log now, I've already in my debug.log now, I'm going to print out my answer. So this is what I want to show. It's a very simple calculation. That's 2 plus 3, so it should give us 5. When I save this now and I show it up in Unity, let's clear this, and I play this, then I pause. So this is it. First of all, I am awake. Second, start, and then calls the number, which is the physics, which it calculates. That's 3 plus 2, 5. It calls on the updating, and because I'm using the fixed update, it checks again, and then it performs the calculation. So it adds this value y. Okay, so x 5 and then plus equal y is 2, so 5 plus 2 would give you what? 7. That is why it's equals to 7, and then if I should play this, it will add 2 more to it, which would be 9. So let's shift it to the next frame. You can see it's 9 plus 2 again, 11, and that is how it is. So it calculates physics before it checks the update function. So this is good for your calculations if you want to do anything mathematical in Unity. So this is all I have for today. For those of you who enjoyed this, the usual, make sure you hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video.